Hi, I'm Liz with Liz Toth Properties, powered by EXP Realty. I'm a residential real estate agent in Raleigh, North Carolina, and I do specialize in active adult communities in the Triangle. And today's video is going to be all about mapping where our active adult communities are and get you oriented to where they are in proximity to shopping, restaurants, things like that. I work with a lot of folks who are moving here from out of the area. This area is growing substantially. So I thought this information would be helpful, especially if you're trying to get acclimated with the Triangle and where things are, and to learn a little bit more about what's going on in our area. So I'm going to share my screen, and I have this great map that I've plotted out, and we'll go through this map and I'll add in different layers. And this map is available. It will be available in the description. So if you want to check it out, and get more information or take your time to review where certain communities are later, there will be access to this in the description below. So this is the Raleigh, Durham, and then we have Chapel Hill over in this area. So Chapel Hill, Durham, Raleigh, these little pink boxes with houses are all of our active adult communities. And so this is pretty much everything. And they're active adult and they're age targeted. So age targeted communities don't have an age restriction, but they do have main level living. So communities like the Courtyards at South Point over in Durham, as an example, they're not age restricted, but they do have a tendency to attract the active adult because they're luxury ranch floor plans. So these are the active adult, age restricted communities or age targeted all over the Triangle, all different ages. So that from, being built a while ago and established several years ago to new construction. So when you look at our active adult communities, you can see they're kind of spread out, and they're kind of spread out mostly around the Raleigh, Cary area. You can see we're starting to see some growth in the southern part of the Triangle as well, but really centered mostly around Raleigh, and you have some that are closer to Durham as well. So as I zoom in here, this is our 540. So this is our outer belt line. This will eventually continue. They are working on it now, but it will eventually loop all the way around the Triangle and come over here. And that's why this southern part of the Triangle is starting to develop as well, because we're getting more infrastructure there. It's opening up more buildable land. So we're starting to see active adult communities pop up in the southern part of the Triangle now as well. So that's our belt line, the 540. And then inside Raleigh, you have the belt line, and inside, you may hear inside the belt line or ITB. That's everything that's inside the 440. So that's in Raleigh. So you can see we don't have any active adult communities specifically in Raleigh or the city of Raleigh. And so a lot of times people will ask that, like, well, I want to be in Raleigh. We don't have active adult communities in Raleigh necessarily, but we have them scattered to where they're on the edges of Raleigh. So one of the areas that's very popular is this area here. It's the Briar Creek area. This area runs along the border of Raleigh and Durham. The huge advantage to this is you're close to the airport, which is right here. You're not in a flight path. You have easy access to get into downtown Raleigh via 70. You have easy access to get up to downtown Durham as well. So it's a great location, probably one of the most popular areas in the Triangle. I really say this is like the center of the Triangle because you're close to Durham, you're close to Raleigh, you're about 25 minutes over to Chapel Hill. So you really get the best of everything in that area. One of the things I always like to point out about our active adult communities, again, I work with folks from all over the country, and a lot of times I'll hear people say, we found this great active adult community, but it was going to take us 45 minutes to get to the grocery store. That is not the case here. All of our active adult communities are located convenient to grocery stores, restaurants, shopping, major roadways. You're not going to feel like you're out in the middle of nowhere and disconnected. And if there is a community like Carolina Overlook is developing now, it's down here in Clayton. That's a Del Webb community. It does feel a little bit more rural now, but there are a lot of plans and a lot of development going on in this area to add, the shopping, the restaurants and things like that. Even though there is an established downtown, there's grocery stores, things like that, this area is really going to grow and boom over the next several years. So, but I have layers in here. So I always like to show, how convenient things are to our active adult community. So first, a lot of folks will ask me, number one, hospitals and healthcare. And you can see where our hospitals are popping up, these little blue and white circles here. So hospitals and urgent cares, pretty convenient to where our active adult communities are located. And so that's a huge plus in the area as well. So very convenient to major medical. Regional malls. This is another thing that people will ask me about, like, where do I go to shop? And we do have some regional malls in the area. You can see they're pretty convenient to some of the active adult communities. Now, when you get into the southern portion, it's not as convenient, but there is an 800,000 square foot outdoor mall that's being built along 401 here. It's in the very early stages. They're supposed to open a section every 2 years. So that is going on in that area as well. So that will become a big shopping area for this southern part of the triangle. Next, we have the airport. Obviously, we have our airport right up here, close to Hempstead State Park, close to the Briar Creek area. So very convenient to our active adult communities. Museums. So I talked to a lot of folks. That's another thing that's important and high on the list. I have some folks who have grandkids in the area, want to be able to take them to museums, culture, things like that. What do we have in the area? Very convenient. Most of our active adult communities, you can see a lot downtown Raleigh and surrounding the Raleigh area. Pretty convenient to most of our active adult communities. Grocery stores, I know that's a big one. We have a ton of grocery stores here. We have Harris Teeter, Food Lion. I know I will forget some on this list, but Harris Teeter, Food Lion, Publix. We have Wegmans, Fresh Market, Whole Foods. So we have no shortage of grocery stores in the area, and more are planned for the area. So very, very convenient to grocery stores, all of our active adult communities, really. So that's a great thing as well. And so what I always tell folks is, for the majority of our active adult communities that we're going, that we visit and that I spend time at, are convenient to grocery stores, restaurants, shopping, a major city, culture. But the bulk of what you need on a daily basis is going to be very convenient to the community. So those are all the positive things about the area. Hopefully this information is helpful for you. If you have more questions on active adult communities, or you want to learn more about our area, don't hesitate to reach out. You can also check out my YouTube channel, Welcome to Raleigh. I have a lot of great information on there. I have community tours, city tours, some more information on the real estate market. But yeah, happy to help if you have questions on that. I look forward to talking to you again soon, and I hope you have a great day.